Devasthanam, the TTD, after massive Tirupati Laddu controversy, the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam board has made some important resolution marking an overhaul. As per the decision taken by the board, no non-Hindus will be employed in the board. Now, according to sources, the services of the existing employees will also be verified to ensure that non-Hindus are not involved in the key activities of the temple board. That's the latest update coming in. Soumit as well as Akanksha joining us on the broadcast for more on this. Soumit, to you first. I remember we had broken the story earlier when the new TTD chairman had suggested that, the board should not have non-Hindus serving. And now I believe a resolution has been passed. Give us more details.
Well, breaking, we were the first to bring out the breaking. And initially, after B.R. Naidu was appointed as in chairman, even before the official announcement was made by the NDA government in Andhra Pradesh, we have spoken to the B.R. Naidu and he has given exclusive interview to us. And he has stated that for the first time, we will be calling all the non-Hindus and the non-believers, and we will be ensuring that VRS will be given to them and they will be, transferred from the TTD. And I will be taking stern action is what B.R. Naidu has stated to us. And now again, after he has recently, because on November 6th, he has taken charge as the new TTD chairman for this government. And, he will be taking care of the entire operations of the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, one of the biggest board in the India and where lakhs of devotees visit every day. So there, he'll be taking all the measures is what, we have heard from him. And yesterday he has brought out a resolution, all the members and also the ex-officio and also the board members. They were in the meeting and it was the resolution was passed by the members that including the chairman that, the believers will be called, they will be given VRS. If the VRA, they will be, if they are okay. If not, they'll be transferred to the revenue or municipal department, and immediately the discussions will be taken up with the government, is what B.R. Naidu has stated. We'll have to wait and see what YCP and the opposition parties will state on this. But yes, he is very much clear, even in the beginning and even while passing the resolution as well.
Right. Soumit, requesting you to stay on with us. Let me go across to my colleague Akanksha as well, joining us on the broadcast. Akanksha, good morning. Can you tell us a little bit about the kind of reaction we have got from political parties, specifically in the INDIA bloc, as far as this important decision is concerned? Because last time when the proposal came out, I very clearly remember how the opposition had made a hue and cry about it, and also AIMIM specifically had raised objections.
Well, absolutely. The decision that there'll be no employees, there'll be non-Hindu in the temple, that has raised a lot of eyebrows. Till now, no reaction has come from YSRCP, but as far as the Congress leaders are concerned, we spoke to them and they said they condemned this resolution that has been passed in the meeting yesterday. But definitely a strong reaction is expected to come from the India bloc, because earlier as well they had condemned this, and it remains to be seen what the regional party YSRCP has to say on this. But definitely, as far as the meeting is concerned, yesterday this resolution was passed. Firstly, that there will be, in fact, the darshan times will be decreased, that there will be, in fact, ban on making political statement in that temple. And thirdly, and most important one, is that non-Hindus in the temple will either be transferred to some other government department or they will be given VRS, so that their religious values align with TTD. So it remains to be seen what the regional party has to say on this. But as far as the Congress party is concerned, they have condemned this resolution that has been passed in the meeting by TTD.
Right. Akanksha, stay on with us. Let me go back to Soumit, who continues to be with us at this point in time. Soumit, I want to now understand from you, in total, how many employees could get impacted? How many employees are there as far as TTD board is concerned? Because I know there are certain contractual workers as well. So is this move, is this proposal, the resolution going to impact everybody who is associated with TTD, whether as a permanent employee or somebody who is on a contractual position too?
Well, actually, when it comes to the employees of the TTD, because like I said before, it is one of the biggest board across India, temple board, because I know the even the revenue is very high when it comes to the TTD. So even thousands of crores are just deposited, thousands of kilograms of gold is just deposited in the banks on the name of TTD board. So on the name of Tirumala Tirupati Venkateswara Swami. So all the employees almost are permanent employees who are working for the government, who are working for the board there, and there are very few employees who are working as in contractual employees. But yes, almost all employees are permanent employees, and they've been working there since many years. But yes, interesting fact is that few names are few people are from the other communities, what the sources have confirmed. But yes,
Right.
they can't be identified by their names, so they will be called their
So there are some people
identity
who
will be
are
checked.
likely to get impacted because of this resolution. We'll talk to you, Soumit, about that in just a bit. Let's also quickly take a reaction from Rahul Ishwar joining us on the broadcast this morning. Rahul Ishwar, good morning. Thank you very much for speaking with us here on Times Now. The newly formed TTD has passed a resolution requiring non-Hindus employed by the board to either take voluntary retirement or opt for a transfer to some other department in the government of Andhra Pradesh. Your first reaction? Rahul Ishwar, can you hear me? Okay, I think we've lost that line. We'll try and reconnect with Rahul Ishwar again in just a bit. But this is an important story that we are breaking for you at this point in time. Now, after Tirupati Laddu controversy, this is another huge decision that has been taken by TTD, the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam TTD. It has passed a resolution requiring non-Hindus employed by the board to either take VRS or opt for transfer to other government departments in Andhra Pradesh. Rahul Ishwar is back with us on the phone line. Good morning, Rahul Ishwar. Your first reaction to this resolution and the key decision made by TTD?
As a Hindu activist, I would request civil society to understand this in perspective. We have the highest regards for our Christian and Muslim brothers, and we always say nobody should meddle in their affairs. Similarly, Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam is not a secular institution. It's a religious institution. It's a spiritual and cultural institution for Hindu community who reverse Balaji. So we need not criticize and condemn such decisions as communal or non-secular. This is a religious space, cultural space, spiritual space, primarily for the devotees of Tirupati Balaji, the deity, and the Agama followers in the Hindu community. So Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam has a right to pass such resolution. It is constitutionally valid under Article 25 and 26 because that's a fundamental right. Now, many people may present this in a very wrong way. I would request them to refrain from presenting so, and I would request others who are there, if you are non-believers, they can respectfully move to other government agencies itself. Please remember, this is not a government board. This is a spiritual board. So people like Pawan Kalyanji, who has been taking very pro-dharmic stance, have been in power. So they are raising such points because we need that Sanatana Dharma Samrakshana board. And that is not communal. That is only safeguarding the interest of our own Hindu community. At the same point of time, we respect every community and there is a space for every community in our nation. But this is a temple and believers should have the first right.
Okay. Rahul Ishwar, when this proposal was first discussed, when the new TTD chairman first spoke about bringing a proposal like this, at that time we had a reaction from AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi, who seemed to suggest that, on one hand, this decision is being considered for TTD. On the other hand, the centre is proposing a bill wherein non-Muslims will become part of the Waqf Council, the Central Waqf Council. How will you like to address these kind of comments?
I personally know him. With due respect, I would say temple board is something that governs the spiritual and cultural aspect. Yes, we all understand the inhibition our Muslim community is having regarding Waqf bill. That's the reason that it has been sent to joint parliamentary committee. It has not forcefully been bulldozed or passed. It has been there for wider consultation. Many more discussions and debates will come, and JPC will take a final call. And I would like to invoke a very interesting incident that father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi himself, when he was coming for temple entry proclamation, requested our other community members just to because it's a believer's thing. So when a person like Mahatma Gandhi, understanding the sensitivity of one community, says that we need to have that space, please don't condemn it as communal. It is only an inter-community measure.
Okay.
The Hindu community has many grievances. We don't have Veda Padana, we don't have spiritual education, we don't have community gatherings. So many issues are there.
Okay.
So it's a Hindu space that is emerging, thanks to people like Chandrababu Naidu ji, Pawan Kalyanji, and thanks to dharmic leaders. So I hope people will see it in the right perspective.
All right, Rahul Rahul Ishwar, appreciate you joining us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. Let's also now listen in to what the new TTD chairman had to say.
అన్య మతస్థులు ఎవరైతే టీటీడీలో పనిచేస్తున్నారో వాళ్ళకి మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా వాళ్ళని పిలిపించి వాళ్ళని అన్య మతస్థులు ఎవరైతే టీటీడీలో పనిచేస్తున్నారో వాళ్ళకి మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా వాళ్ళని పిలిపించి వాళ్ళని కన్సల్ట్ చేసి వాళ్ళకి విఆర్ఎస్ అయితే విఆర్ఎస్ ఇచ్చి లేకపోతే గవర్నమెంట్ తో మాట్లాడి వాళ్ళు మున్సిపాలిటీలో కానీ రెవెన్యూలో కానీ వేరే డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేయాలని చెప్పేసి బోర్డు నిర్ణయం తీసుకుంది. అన్య మతస్థులు ఎవరైతే టీటీడీలో పనిచేస్తున్నారో వాళ్ళకి మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా వాళ్ళని పిలిపించి వాళ్ళని కన్సల్ట్ చేసి వాళ్ళకి విఆర్ఎస్ అయితే విఆర్ఎస్ ఇచ్చి లేకపోతే గవర్నమెంట్ తో మాట్లాడి వాళ్ళు మున్సిపాలిటీలో కానీ రెవెన్యూలో కానీ వేరే డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేయాలని
the government to transfer them to the other departments, including municipal.
From TTD Board Chairman Vishnu Varman Reddy of the BJP is also now joining us on the broadcast. Good morning. Thank you very much for speaking with us here on Times Now. Your first reaction to this big decision, the resolution that has been passed by the TTD? Okay. I think we've lost that line. We'll try and reconnect with the representative of the BJP once again. Let's go back to Somit, who continues to be with us at this point in time. Somit, you were translating what the TTD chairman had to say. Could you just tell us a little bit about the announcements, the key announcements that were made, and from when we can see this decision getting implemented now?
Well, it is very soon expected because immediately, he has stated about this. He has spoke, the B.R. Naidu immediately after getting appointed. He spoke about this, and after he has taken charge on November 6th and the first meeting itself, he has spoken to all the board members. He has spoken to the ex officio, and finally this resolution has been passed, and he has made it very much clear that non-believers will be first called for the consultation, and then VRS will be given to them if they are. And if not, they will be transferred to the other departments, and after taking up the discussion with the government. So he has made it very much clear, B.R. Naidu. So we'll have to wait and see how things will turn up, when this will start, and what will be the criticism. Because last time OIC has attacked B.R. Naidu, stating that when it comes to the TTD temple, they are okay to only keep Hindu believers, and when it comes to the Waqf board, central government want to bring other non-Muslims into the board. So basically, we have to wait and see how politics are up. But yes, B.R. Naidu has said this.
You there. Request you to stay on with us. We have Maulana Yusuf Abbas also joining us on the broadcast. And thank you very much for speaking with us here on Times Now. How will you like to react to this resolution that has been passed by the TTD? And what is your first reaction? Maulana Yusuf Abbas, can you hear me? Okay, I think we've lost that line. We'll try and reconnect with him in just a bit. Let me go back to my colleagues, Somit as well as Akanksha, who continue to be with us at this point in time. Akanksha, now clearly, this definitely is going to attract sharp reactions from leaders from other political parties. Any update that you've managed to gather?
Well, absolutely. It is expected that sharp reactions will come from the opposition parties, from the India bloc as well. But as my colleague Somit was pointing out, last time around, AIMM chief had said that on one hand, TTD wants that non-Hindus should be part of the temple, while on other they want non-Muslims to be in fact part of the Waqf board. Is a counter that had come from AIMM chief. But it remains to be seen what the regional party parties in fact, Andhra Pradesh have to say on this. But definitely a condemnation has come from the Congress party. They have condemned this. But definitely this will raise a lot of eyebrows because now a resolution has been passed by the TTD that non-Hindus will not be allowed.
Request you to stay on with us. We have Firangi Pauli from All India Muslim Personal Law Board joining us on the broadcast this morning. Good morning. Thank you very much for speaking with us. आप किस तरह से देखते हैं ये जो TTD की तरफ से रेजोल्यूशन पास किया गया है? फिरंगी मौली, can you hear me? फिरंगी महली जी, आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है? Okay, I don't think he's able to hear me. We'll try and reconnect with him, viewers, and get you the reaction of other political parties as well on this. Meanwhile, let me go back to Akanksha, who continues to be with us. Yes, Akanksha.
Well, absolutely, Hina, as you were pointing out, definitely sharp reactions are expected to come from India Bloc as far as this is concerned. Last time around, there was sharp reaction that had come from AIMIM chief, as I told you, that he had compared this to the Waqf board. In fact, so it remains to be seen what now this time AIMIM as well as the regional party, that is YSRCP, has to say on this. Definitely a condemnation is going to come from them as far as this is concerned. But as far as the Congress party is concerned, we spoke to the leaders, and they said that the decision is not right and they will be raising this issue. But it remains to be seen how this entire thing will play out in the state of Andhra Pradesh, what YSRCP has to say on this.
Okay, Akanksha, stay on with us. Maulana Khalid Rashid Firangi Mahali is now joining us. He is the member of All India Muslim Personal Law Board. Good morning. हमसे बात करने के लिए बहुत शुक्रिया. आप किस तरह से देखते हैं TTD के द्वारा ये जो रेजोल्यूशन पास किया गया है?
You see, we are of the view that all the religious matters are very sensitive and emotional. So people related to that particular religion should be included and allowed in the trust or the body which is related to that very religious community. That's why we have raised this issue related to this issue related to the proposed amendment in the Waqf bill also, that people related to that particular religion, as they are sensitively associated, emotionally associated, so they should be allowed to be a part of that board only.
But don't you think these are two different things? TTD is a temple trust. On the other hand, as far as the Waqf councils or Waqf boards are concerned, their mandate is much different. Can these two be compared?
No, there is no difference. This trust is basically for the management of that mandir. And the same is with the Waqf bodies. The Waqf bodies or the Waqf committees are for the management of the Waqf property. Waqf properties are basically related to the Islamic laws, and 90% of the Waqf properties are in the form of masjid and qabristan and Karbala and graveyard. So that's why we have raised this issue that Muslims should only be involved in the religious bodies related to the masjid or all the Waqf bodies.
No, but then how are these two same then? If Waqf board, the Waqf council is responsible for managing the properties, the land, etc. And what we are seeing is, in a way, how there is Waqf Qabza, illegal Waqf Qabza that's also happening in different parts of the country. So how can you compare both the TTD and the Waqf board or the Waqf council?
So there are enough laws in the present Waqf Act which can deal with the illegal occupation of any land related to the Waqf. However, as far as Waqf properties are concerned, nobody can claim to be a property to be a Waqf property unless and until it has been Islamically and legally declared or Waqf by the person whose property that belongs.
Okay. All right, Maulana Khalid Rashid, appreciate you joining us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. Let's now once again, viewers, listen in to what the TTD chairman had to say.
అన్ని మతస్థులు ఎవరైతే టీటీడీలో పనిచేస్తున్నారో వాళ్ళకి మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా వాళ్ళని పిలిపించి వాళ్ళని కన్సల్ట్ చేసి వాళ్ళకి విఆర్ఎస్ అయితే విఆర్ఎస్ ఇచ్చి లేకపోతే గవర్నమెంట్తో మాట్లాడి వాళ్ళు మున్సిపాలిటీలో కానీ రెవెన్యూలో కానీ వేరే డిపార్ట్మెంట్కి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేయాలని చెప్పేసి బోర్డు నిర్ణయం తీసుకుంది.
Bhanu Prakash Reddy of the BJP, who's also a TTD board member, is joining us on the broadcast. Thank you very much, Mr. Reddy, for speaking with us here on Times Now. Firstly, can you explain to us the rationale behind the resolution that has been passed, which says very clearly that only Hindus will be employed by the board, non-Hindus will be asked to either opt for voluntary retirement or look for another transfer to another government department in Andhra Pradesh?
Yeah, Namaste, Govinda. TTD is meant for Hindu Religious Institute. Here we are having 6,700 permanent employees and approximately 20,000 contract employees. And yesterday we have taken decision that only Hindus who is believing and also practicing Hindu religion should be in TTD trust. Others who are following non-Hindu, they might quit the TTD, and if they are willing to go to any government institutions, we are discussing with the state government and we are ready to transfer them to any departments.
So you're saying, Mr. Reddy, that there are around 7,000 odd permanent employees with the board and there are contract workers as well. And this decision is going to impact both the permanent as well as the contractual employees. In total, how many are going to be there who are likely to get impacted?
But generally, we are identified and 42 members who went for court regarding this issue, Hindu and non-Hindu. And right now, we are requesting our TTD vigilance to go and inspect in the every house whether they are practicing Hindu religion or other religion. We'll let you know by 30 days. I think the more than 1,000 members are working converted as non-Hindus. So I am demanding we don't want their services. Please quit from TTD.
All right, Bhanu Prakash Reddy, appreciate you joining us here on Times Now and sharing with us those details.